Hello students, in the previous lecture we studied about the major characteristics of living organisms. Now today we will study about some more characteristics like first is lifespan. So what is lifespan? The period from birth to the natural death of an organism represents its lifespan. Lifespan of an organism may vary from species to species. Death of every organism is certain. So here some examples are given regarding the lifespan of some organisms. Parrot is having approximately 140 years of lifespan. Butterfly is having about 1 to 2 weeks of lifespan. A tortoise may have 100 to 150 years of lifespan. Like some other more examples are there. Crow is having 15 years of lifespan. Mayfly is having 1 day of lifespan. Banyan tree may have lifespan of about 200 years, and crocodile may have the lifespan of 60 years. Another property is self-replicating. Self-replicating means making its own copies. So living organisms are therefore self-replicating, evolving and self-regulatory, interactive systems capable of responding to external stimuli. Now we have physical and biological hierarchies. So first of all, we will know the term that what is hierarchy. Hierarchy is an arrangement of classification of things according to relative importance or inclusiveness. So there is a physical, or you can say that non-living hierarchy and biological hierarchy in the organization of living body. So in physical hierarchy, various non-living components aggregate to form compounds which finally enter the living world in the form of cells. These cells organize to form tissues, then tissues organize to form the organs, then organ systems, and finally organ systems organize and form a living organism. So the properties of tissues are not present in the constituent cells but arise as a result of interactions among the constituent cells. So this phenomenon of interactions between various components of the body results in the hierarchy of organization. So the various life processes are the result of this interaction and coordination. The complexity in organization enable living organism as to be self-replicating, evolving, self-regulating and responding to external stimuli. So all living organisms along with their ancestors and descendants are linked to one another by sharing of common genetic material in the form of DNA in varying degree. So thus biology is the story of life on earth. So it is the study of evolution of living organisms on the earth. So here this is showing the how organization in living organism is there. So cell is the smallest structural unit of life. Now we can say see here the non-living and living things how they are representing here. So you are seeing here physical hierarchy also and biological hierarchy. So in physical hierarchy you are seeing the protons, neutrons and electrons are there forming atoms and then compounds, and ultimately these compounds interact to form this cells. So cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, organisms constitute this cellular colony, or you can say that it is forming a type of biological hierarchy. Now, some other characteristics of living organisms are discussed over here. We have discussed some important and defining characteristics of living things. But some organisms, they also have many other features also which differentiate them from non-living things like shape and size, life cycle, movement, self-regulation, variations, adaptations, healing and repair, excretion and death. Now, living worlds, diversity and taxonomy. So, the Earth hosts an immense variety of living organisms. Now, according to one survey, the number of species that are known and described are between 1.7 to 1.8 million. The term biodiversity means the number and type of organisms present on the earth, which forms of life in the living world. And the living world includes all the living organisms like microorganisms, plants, animals, and humans also. So if we explore new areas and even old ones, new organisms are continuously being added. So for studying a large variety of different organisms, we need proper system of classification and nomenclature. So here, first we will describe here about systematics. Now what is systematics? The word systematics is derived from the Latin word systema, which means systematic arrangement of organisms. Linus used Systema Naturae as the title of his book. He coined the term systematics in 1751. So now what is systematics? It is the branch of science that deals with unique properties of species and groups to recognize, describe, name and arrange the diverse organisms according to an organized plan.